This is the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and this is the iPhone Air, and this is the premium case from TAC. The premium case is a super thin clear case that barely adds anything extra to your phone, and is super clear, so you can show off the appearance of your new iPhone. They make this case for the iPhone 17, iPhone Air, 17 Pro, and 17 Pro Max, as well as older iPhones. All of these cases are 1mm in thickness, which is generally the thinnest millimeter of case that you can find for an iPhone. Now, I don't normally weigh cases, but I figure someone's gonna ask in the comments, so let's do that now. So on this random scale, the case for the iPhone 17 Pro Max comes in at 24 grams, bit of a fluctuation there, and the case for the iPhone Air comes in at 23 grams. Take that with a grain of salt. This is a random scale from Amazon, and I hope it's accurate because I make coffee with it, but yeah. On their website, TAC says that this case is anti-yellowing and is made of polycarbonate, which is a type of plastic. Taking a closer look at the case, the first thing you'll notice is that it is MagSafe compatible. Taking a quick look at the left and the right side of the case, you can see this case has no buttons and has cutouts instead, so you can easily access the actual buttons on your phone. Now, I did manage to get my hands on all three colors of the 17 Pro Max, which is going to be helpful in a bit because this case has two different variants. The first, which is called Diamond Clear, and the second, which is called Onyx Clear. To start off, we'll take a look at both variants on the Silver 17 Pro Max, and then I'll show you what they look like on the Cosmic Orange and the Deep Blue color. So here's what the premium case looks like on the 17 Pro Max in silver. Something I want to point out and emphasize is just how tight this case fits. Like once you have this installed onto your phone, it's quite hard to get off. So there's no way that this case is going to be shifting around on your phone when you're using it. So here's a more steady look at the back of the case with the phone installed. You can see that this case is MagSafe compatible and has a MagSafe design similar to most cases you'll see for the 17 Pro Max, thanks to the placement of the Apple logo on this phone. Now here's what the case looks like from the front with the screen turned on. Looking at the left side, you can see the individual cutouts for each of these buttons, which honestly is quite nice because you don't have to worry about the buttons on the case being good or bad. You just get easy, quick access to the actual phone buttons. And there's no issue at all with actually pushing the buttons because this case is really thin. On the right side is the same story, with cutouts for the camera control button and your side button. So again, you're getting nice, easy access to each of these buttons to be able to use and interact with them how you normally would. Down at the bottom, you have precise cutouts for your microphone and speaker, as well as a generous cutout for your charging port, so you can fit a variety of charging cables in there. As far as camera protection goes, you have a decent lip here that's going to keep your lenses from rubbing against surfaces. And then finally, trying to take a look at the screen lip protection might be kind of tricky on this color of phone, but what I can tell you is that with a screen protector on here, the lip of the case is pretty much flush with it. So if there is no screen protector on here, you do get a bit of a lip from this case that's helping to keep your screen from rubbing against a tabletop if you put your phone face down. Now, as far as MagSafe goes, there's no issues connecting to desktop charging mounts or car vent mounts, and strength-wise, you're gonna have no issues with this on a car vent mount going over a few bumps. Now, like I mentioned, I have all three colors of the 17 Pro Max, so here's a quick overview of what the Diamond Clear color looks like on the orange and the deep blue, and then I'll briefly go over the Onyx Clear on all three colors so you can get an idea of what that might look like on your device. So here's a look at the Cosmic Orange in the premium case from TAC. Here's a quick look at the case from the front, a look at what the case looks like from the left side, a look at it from the right side, and then a look at the bottom. And then here's a look at what the deep blue color of the 17 Pro Max looks like in the premium case from TAC. Here's a look at the left side, a look at the right side, a look down at the bottom, and then a look from the front. On the 17 Pro Max in deep blue, we might be able to get a better look at what the screen lip protection looks like over here on the left by my finger. So without a screen protector, that's around the amount of lip that you can expect from this case. And now let's look at the Onyx Clear variant in all the different colors of the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Now here's a look at the Onyx Clear version on the deep blue iPhone 17 Pro Max. Here's a look at the left side, a look at the right side, as well as a look at the bottom. Now let's take a look at the Onyx Clear on the Cosmic Orange 17 Pro Max, which I think might be my favorite combo with this Onyx Clear case. Now here's a look at the Cosmic Orange 17 Pro Max in the Onyx Clear premium case from TAC. Here's a look at the left side, a look at the right side, a look at the bottom, and then a look from the front. And then last up is the Onyx Clear on the Silver 17 Pro Max. Here's a look at the left side, a look at the right, a look at the bottom, and then a look from the front. Now, if you're noticing a difference between the screen on the 17 Pro Max in silver and the other two, it's because I have a matte screen protector installed on this phone. I'll link the video down below if you want to check that one out as well. Now let's take a brief look at those same cases on the iPhone Air in white. If you do have the iPhone Air, you and I both know how hard it is to put a case on this phone. So I think something like the premium case is a good option because if you're gonna put something on the iPhone Air, it needs to be thin. Now before we put the phone in the case, let's take a quick look at it just so you can get an idea of what it looks like without anything in there. This case is pretty similar to what we just looked at with the 17 Pro Max, cutouts for all the different buttons, and MagSafe compatibility, though with a more traditional looking MagSafe layout. So here's what the iPhone Air looks like in the premium case from Tech. Here's a look at the case from the left side, where you can see the individual cutouts for each of the buttons. And then flipping it over to the right side, where you can see those cutouts for your side button and your camera control button. And then a look at the cutouts for the microphones on the bottom and the charging port. Now it's kind of tricky to show you on this color of phone, but I hope here you can see the lip protection that this case is offering you. And then here's a look at the Onyx Clear case on the iPhone Air in white. Here's a look at the left side, a look at the right side, a look at the bottom, and then a look from the front. If you'd like to pick up any of these cases, I'll leave a link in the description along with a 10% off discount code that you can use to save some money. As always, I appreciate that you spent your time with me. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you again.